Debbie, have you been enjoying the Olympics?
Yeah, definitely our favorites are still gymnastics and swimming, and tennis in our house.
In Olympics terms,
Yeah, in
who
Olympics.
are you following that is on the upper edge of the age range for their particular sport?
Yeah, and again, caveat on older, right? So
Yes.
my son's favorite Olympian is Simone Biles, which is everyone's favorite Olympian as well. She's 27 this year, which is fairly old for gymnasts,
Yeah.
very young for normal other everybody else. But she's able to, take care of herself, obviously mentally with all of the happenings that happened in Tokyo. But she has to think like I'm 27 and a lot of these other girls are 16. Now we're seeing a lot of Olympians elongate their careers and, in order to do that, we really have to think about recovery and preparation outside of training. And that's, 90% of your day, right? You would train, and then what happens outside of the training, what happens during travel, for example, it's extremely dehydrating. And then also injury prevention, because we all know how much these athletes put their physical bodies through, and so, it's so important to be well hydrated outside of the actual training. During training, you have your coaches. Most of the elite athletes also have nutritionists and dietitians and things like that. But what happens outside of training is just as important, if not more important, to be able to perform. So excited because our product, the Gecko Watch, that I'm wearing right now, is actually focused on older adults. A lot of people don't know that as you age, your thirst mechanism also starts to degrade. And so you have all these older folks saying, I'm not thirsty, right? Like, I'm well hydrated because I'm not thirsty. And that's not true. That doesn't mean your body doesn't need it. And we have a lot of folks that are trying to prevent falls, for example, or prevent hospitalization for, various different chronic diseases. But my mind is, hey, what if the fall was based on low blood pressure because you weren't hydrated enough, or your muscles weren't, operating as well as it could because you were dehydrated. So a lot of the falls may be due to dehydration. UTIs may be due to dehydration. Various different chronic diseases, kidney disease, heart disease, have to do with being well hydrated. Even a lot of the medications require you to be well hydrated. And so I think it's just a very understood, underappreciated, very controllable piece of your health that people are not taking seriously enough. And so it's fairly straightforward. If you know how much you need to drink and you have access to water, why not, right? Take control of that piece of your health. So what is, not true anymore, and in fact was never true, is the whole 8 glasses of water a day for everyone, right? And it is especially not true for folks that are active and athletes in general.
So how much water do we need?
That's a great question. It really is individualized. It depends on your activity level, your height, age, weight. So we actually personalize all of these recommendations to you as a user profile. And then what we do is we take your real-time readings. So you in general need, let's say 2.5 liters, three liters a day in general as an average adult. But if you're smaller or bigger or more active, obviously that will change. And then what we do is we actually overlay that with our real-time signals. So at any which point in time during your day, we could say, your body needs this, but your activity means this, right? And so we adjust it in real time, which is really interesting. No other technology is doing that right now. A lot of the hydration technologies are focused on sweat, where they're great for athletes, but if you're not sweating, then you're not getting that information. By the way, if you're dehydrated, your mood is also impacted. And, as we age as well, there's dementias and things like that that are also improved with well hydration. So, all of it is a whole holistic push for health. And water is more important than nutrition. And, just think about how much we know about nutrition, proteins and carbs and sugars and fats and all of the things that we know, which is great, fantastic. But water is actually more important to your body than food. And we don't talk about it enough.
True. Yes. That is the basic building block, right? If
That's
you don't
right.
have water, nothing else matters. How does one buy one of these amazing products?
Yeah, so we are live, we are shipping. We have available units, although we're quickly selling out. We are online. So if you go on Google and search Gecko Watch, GECA Watch, then you'll be able to find us. Or our company name is Hydrostasis, hydro for water, stasis for homeostasis. So really the balance of water within your body.
I love it. Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you, Felina.